Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina and today I want to show you a tutorial for my new sewing pattern called Allison. Just to tell you how much I fell in love with this pattern, I already made 2 tops and 1 dress. I already made 3 things in 1 week. This is how much I loved it. So this is the top that I'm gonna show you a tutorial for. It feels almost like a swimsuit. It has that kind of support, which I love so much. I really like to make my tutorials included, so even the beginner or somebody who never touched a sewing machine in their life can follow along this tutorial. So that's it. If you want to see how to make this top, well, just keep on watching. For this tutorial, I'm going to use this beautiful 3-bar textured stretch woven crepe in this gorgeous buttermilk color. To start, I've cut out all of the pattern pieces that I'm going to need. Starting from the top, I'm going to place 2 pieces together right side to right side and sew the top edge together with 1 cm seam allowance. Next, I'm going to press the seam open and top stitch the inside of the edge as close to the seam line as I can. This will keep the seam allowance flat and stop the fabric from folding out. Since we are using a fabric with stretch, make sure not to pull or stretch it in any way, especially because this section is cut on the angle. Just let the fabric feed naturally through the machine. When I folded the 2 panels together, I realized that you could see the seam allowance through the fabric, even after 2 layers. Since I'm not planning to wear a bra with this top, I wanted this front panel to feel completely secure, so I decided to add 1 more layer of the same fabric inside. I'm really glad I did this because it makes the top feel so much more supportive and much less see-through. Of course, you don't need to follow the step, I just wanted to show it in case you're in the same situation as me. Now I'm going to clip the seams we just stitched to keep everything in place. Then we overlock the seam allowance at the bottom edge of the bodice. If you don't have an overlocker, you can simply use a zigzag stitch instead. Next, I'm going to fold this edge over by 1.5 cm and pin it in place. At the top, you'll notice that the seam allowance is just a little bit longer, so I'm just going to tuck it inside and clip everything in place and top stitch it down. Now I'll trim any loose threads and any extra seam allowance sticking out. And that's both of your pieces finished. Moving on to the strap, I'm going to fold in half lengthwise and sew it together using a slightly less than 1 cm seam allowance. I want my straps to be quite thin for this project. Then I'll trim away the seam allowance and use a loop turner to turn the straps inside out. You can leave it as it is, but I decided to top stitch along the edge as well to give it a cleaner finish. Now let's move on to the back panel. Take the back, place them right side together and pin along the waist edge, starting from the center and working your way out. Then sew them together with 1 cm seam allowance. Next, I'm going to sew a piece of elastic to the top edge of the back panel, stretching it quite firmly as I sew. Personally, I like my tops to fit snugly across the back, so that's why I'm pulling the elastic fairly tight. Once that's done, fold the elastic edge over twice and enclose it and top stitch it in place. Trim away any extra seam allowance and elastic, then overlock the waist seam allowance. As I'm showing you this next step, you'll notice that I realized afterwards I should have inserted the straps before sewing the front together. So before you do this step, thread the straps through the channels you made on the front bodice pieces. Then place the front panels onto the front frill, pinning it from the outer edges towards the center. Sew them together with 1 cm seam allowance and overlock the edge. As you can see, I forgot to add my straps before sewing everything together, so I had to unpick just the corner. The strap we made is long enough to cut it in half, giving us 2 equal straps. I used a seam ripper to remove the stitches, then the loop turner to feed each strap through the channel, pulling it from the top all the way down to the waist. Once they were in place, I secured them with a small line of stitching and overlocked with the seam allowance again. Now we need to sew the elastic to the waist of the front and back pieces. Finally, sew the side seams together using 1 cm seam allowance and then overlock them both. As the last step, overlock the hem of the top and then fold it once by 1/2 centimeter and top stitch. And that's your Allison top finished. It's actually a really simple project to make. This tutorial ended up being a little bit longer because of my little mistake, but I still really encourage you to give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!